Mr. Danielson?
Yes.
Okay, well, I know that there's nothing that you guys can do to help me, but, you see, the reason that I'm calling is just because I consider myself an honest and upstanding citizen. What Sergeant, O'Day said was, well, I'm at a loss just as much as you are, pretty much. He said, I'm not sure what to do, just as much as you're not quite sure what to do about this, and these things that seem to involve some kind of cult, or almost like it's the Mormons, but something really, really strange. And so I said to him, look, it seems like some of the police are part of this, possibly, and it seems like some of them, are good officers that have no idea about any of this plot, wouldn't want to have anything to do with it, like my uncle. And so, because some of these attacks are things that I know you're not allowed to talk about, or you have to say we don't know what that is. Mind control technology, MK Ultra, things that above top secret and such. And so, because I consider myself a fair person, as a medium, I have identified at least how some of these things appear to work, and that using some of these methods, I've been able to defend myself. And so that doesn't involve any kind of actual violence where you go up to someone or hit somebody or anything like that. I don't possess any weapons. I have a little tool for camping, that has a little scissors on it and things like that. But I'm just wanting to tell you guys, look, if you guys can't help me, it seems like I'm going to have to protect myself here. Even if it involves some kind of strange supernatural, or actually not supernatural, but it's physics that we haven't discussed as mainstream yet, discussed by Dr. Tom Campbell, and the double slit experiment, different things in science that we're quote not allowed to talk about yet mainstream. So I don't want you guys in the crossfire of some kind of psychic, whatever you'd want to call it, me having to defend myself. What I understand is that when I perform these meditations to defend myself, which is simply just me trying to summon light into my body, what the people who were attempting to harm me would say, even if I was just making no noise, or say listening to my iPod or something, they would actually yell or say, stop that, even if I was not making any noise. So apparently whatever this is, causes to whatever these entities or people or whatever weird religion this is, whatever that is, apparently it causes them a disturbance. But in order to defend myself, it seems like this is something kind of like Tai Chi is what I'm talking about. You're alone in your room, you're performing movements like Tai Chi or meditating and things like that. And so I don't know I don't know if you would know either, or anything like that, or if you did, certainly wouldn't want to talk about it. If there are, officers on the force that are involved with this, I don't know if it would cause them, say, people said disturbances in their dreams, if they've been trying to harm me and I actually defend myself back, that things like that will happen. And apparently it causes some kind of irritation, but I'm not really quite sure to the degree. I'm simply aware that it has been keeping me alive this whole time.
Hey, Krista, what's your question?
So I don't have a question. It's a statement.
Okay. Your statement is that you're going to start defending yourself against people?
Well, the statement is that I am going to defend myself against any entity that appears to be harming me, but you will not see that defense in what you would think of as physical contact. you would see that defense in what certain officers would call me crazy for. But because most of these attacks mounted against me are being done in a frequency-based fashion, like what Nikola Tesla spoke about, if I have to fight back in a similar fashion, which you guys, don't recognize as being valid or anything, the idea is if someone's accidentally, quote, hit in the crossfire by a frequency, I can't be held responsible for that, and I'm trying to simply give you guys warning. Look, if there's nothing that anybody can do and I have to sit here and defend myself, then I'm going to do that, and I don't want any innocent officers having bad dreams or nightmares because of it, or anything like that. I don't want anyone, quote, hit in the crossfire, but that does not mean literally being physically harmed or hit or shot or anything like that. I don't have any weapons. I don't know how to basically do any of that. What I mean is meditating and things along those lines. But what I understand is that can cause people problems if they're trying to harm me.
Krista, that sounds good. However, yeah, don't touch anyone. Don't go up to anyone and speak to them. Why don't you do your defending yourself in your own home?
Yes, but also, you see, when I go outside and people attempt to approach me, I also have to do these things, which look a bit like they're out of Star Wars. So they're not breaking any laws, they're not touching anybody, but they look a bit strange, but it's not breaking any law. So I'm simply making you guys aware that that's apparently what I will have to do since no one has any other answer, and if I'm alone in this world and die alone in this world, well then I'm prepared to die with my prom dress on and my high heels on and with my head held high, rather than being made fun of by the police, being called a dog, being made reference to as a slave by people in my own town, being told that I'm being assassinated or being used as some sort of bizarre satanic sacrifice by my own family.
Can I ask you why you're wearing? I was out there yesterday. Why were you wearing the prom dress?
Because I've been making videos to document this for YouTube.
What kind of videos?
I've been making videos where I sit inside and I discuss what has been occurring. And the other day I thought, wait a minute, I'll go outside and I'll walk while I'm making a video and I'll see if anyone harasses me in the middle of it. And sure enough, they did. But that was not the first time that happened, where I was simply sitting against a tree in San Francisco, not even San Ramon, and some random person who I did not even know or ever seen before that I knew of started yelling at me with things that were relevant to what I was talking about, even though they were walking by. So what I am telling you guys is no, I'm not asking you for any help, because clearly you're not able to offer it. What I'm telling you is that basically don't get yourselves caught in the crossfire of a frequency war.
Okay. Krista, have you posted any of these videos yet?
Yes, all of them that I can.
How do I find those videos?
I'm not going to give you any of that information because, you see, you need to understand that you are not trustworthy. And because you have become complicit, apparently, with a New World Order scheme of domination, I refuse to provide such information, but I will continue to fully document this abuse.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. Do you have anything to say about your ozone layer becoming depleted? Have you noticed that it's much hotter than normal in San Ramon? Do you know what geoengineering is? Geoengineering is something being used by NASA, but it's not what it seems to be, and the scientists are coming forward and they're being assassinated after they come forward. So, as a civilian who came to the knowledge of this, I will refuse it occurring, and because I consider myself someone who is fair and does not want to, cause unnecessary duress to people who may not understand what is going on, or simply being confused, as my mother said, oh, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing. Basically what she was saying is, the police, half of them don't even know what's going on, and the other half are going along with me. She would brag about these types of things. So, what I'm saying is, I'm not calling you for help. What I'm saying is, if you guys act this way towards me, well, okay, then that means I'm going to have to be my own defense, obviously.
Okay, well, you know that if you touch anyone or anything, then you're going to be arrested, right?
Oh, I'm well aware of that, but I mean my own defense in the way that you're not allowed to talk about.
Okay, perfect. All right, Krista, well, thank you for sharing that with me.
Do you have any can you give any opinion about this New World Order?
I cannot.
Are you satisfied with the idea of 1984 and being shot in the back of your head when your use as a police officer has expired, or being killed slowly and assassinated so that no one will know that you were murdered?
That doesn't sound fun, but I would not care to comment on that now.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking with you, officer. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Krista.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
That is called police. Huh. And if they think that they are going to do anything with my videos, I don't care. Because if that police officer was stupid enough to not know that they existed, well, he's got something else coming. And that something else coming, that has to do with the Archangel Michael, that doesn't have to do with me or hitting anyone or anything like that. Because just like Kid Beyond says, I'm a soldier, but I don't got no weapon, and I don't need one. I don't got no weapon, I don't need one. Blessings on Arcturian philosophy.